Hi everybody and welcome to Willow's business launch. So I'm Tanya and I'm just feeling really honoured right now that I get the opportunity to launch this beautiful woman. So Willow and I met online quite a few years ago now, I think. I can't even remember how many years ago it was, but we've never actually met in person, but we've had a lot of conversations online and we kind of learned a lot about each other, and Willow decided that she wanted to give this a go because first of all she wanted to actually improve her health, but then she decided she would give this a go as well. Why not, she thought. I may as well jump in. So you're going to hear a little bit about Willow because obviously this is about her and why she said yes to this, but I'm just absolutely loving working alongside Willow. She's just a gorgeous mama. So I myself am a mum of 4 children too. Mine are just a lot older than hers right now. I know she's pretty new. Her babies are a lot younger. And most of mine have left home. I still have my 24-year-old at home, but all my other babies have left home. So I'm kind of empty nesting. But this for me, so where I am in my life pretty much is I came into this because I was at that stage in my life where I wanted more freedom. I wanted more choices. I wanted to know that life wasn't just about going to the 9 to 5 every day, creating an income and then coming home and actually having no time to be able to do what we really wanted with our life. And my husband and I were at that stage where we felt like we wanted more. And of course, for me too, I felt like I wanted to impact the world in a more positive way than what I was doing. So coming from a social work background, we all want to change the world. And I wasn't changing the world. And bottom line, I wasn't doing that and it wasn't positive for me. So I, just saw this as an opportunity to be able to be more flexible in my life, to have more choices, to be able to leave my job. And honestly, this has been 4 years for me and I absolutely love it. I've never had any regrets whatsoever. So I left my job. I've been out of my day job now for 3.5 years, and it's been the best decision that I ever made. I get to watch beautiful women decide to make a decision to change their life and actually do it, and all from the comfort of our own homes or anywhere in the world that we want to be. Because let's face it, right now, the way to go is online. Everything is online. There is way more security online right now with what's been happening in the world. This gives you an opportunity to not just improve your health, but also create a more secure income if, God forbid, anything happened to your job. You've got another stream of income. And right now, multiple streams of income is where it's at. No longer are we reliant on the one 9 to 5 job, because most of us are wanting way more than that. And to be perfectly honest, we all deserve more than that. We need to be doing what we really love every day, because at the end of the day, when we love what we're doing, we're going to be rewarded for that. So big ups to Willow for actually taking the leap and saying yes to this. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about what we do for a start with. So there's 2 ways that we support that we actually help people. The first way we help people is through their health. We have customers that we support on our healthy lifestyle program. We support them to create better health and wellness in their life and for their families. The other way that we support people is to help them create an income online. So it gives them more of that financial security and more choices in their life. So first of all, I'm going to talk a little bit around what is our program? What is it that we do? What are we offering our customers? So we have a beautiful online program. We believe in holistic health. We believe in mind, body, and soul balance and alignment. This is really important to us because we feel that if we don't have those 3 things aligned, if one of those are not quite strong, then it means that we haven't created that full wellness. And often that part that is not as strong as the others can actually still cause problems and issues in our life. So, most programs are all about the body, which is great. We want to make sure we've got good nutrition, good sleep, good movement, and exercise in our life. But we also, often they forget about how important our mental health and our spiritual health is as well. If we don't include gratitude in our life, if we don't include mindfulness and meditation, relaxation, grounding, all those important things, also even just looking at our limiting beliefs and ensuring that we are kind of letting go of things that no longer profit us anymore. Those things are so important also because they impact on our physical health as well. So our program encompasses all those things. Everything is online. We have every resource that you can imagine. We have hundreds and hundreds of family-friendly recipes. We have meal guides and shopping lists and exercise plans and webinars from professionals. We also have gratitude journals and mindfulness and meditation techniques and grounding and all sorts of different things that really support your holistic wellness going forward. The other cool thing is we partner with the Juice Plus company. And the reason we partner with the Juice Plus company is we believe that we need to live well, eat well, and supplement well. Most of us are not eating the required daily amount of 5 to 13 fruits, veggies every single day. It's hard for a lot of us to eat it. And believe me, I'm a health nut, and I even struggled to actually have at least 5 every day. So what Juice Plus have done is they support us to bridge the gap between what we are eating and what we should be eating. So they've made things really simple for us, and they have put 33 fruits, veggies, and berries inside a capsule. How clever is that? So clever. So basically all you are getting here is thousands and thousands of phytonutrients from fruits, veggies, and berries into your bloodstream every single day, going to where your body needs it the most. And how cool is that, right? How cool is that? Our body doesn't actually have to process the food, so we can have all these extra nutrients that go straight into our bloodstream. Your body knows what to do with food. It understands it. It doesn't understand a synthetic fractured vitamin. That's why we end up with that disco wee when we're taking supplements, because your body sees it as toxic and it just pees it out. Whereas this is food. It knows what to do with it. It understands it. It recognizes it straight away, and it knows what your body needs it for, and it takes it to where your body needs it the most, which is so, so cool. Now, what it does is they take the fruits, veggies, and berries that have been grown on organic 3-generation farms. They are grown to their peak ripeness, and then they are snap frozen for only 24 hours to restore the nutrients. And then they are they're created and kind of like mushed down into a big slushy. And then they are dehydrated at a really low temperature to ensure that none of the nutrients are destroyed. And then they are popped in a vegan capsule, which is just tapioca. That's all it is. And it is to prevent oxidation. That's why it's put into a capsule. So every time we have those powdered juices or powdered veggie things, as soon as you open the packet, it's starting to lose its effectiveness because oxygen gets in and destroys those enzymes. So that's what's really cool about these. They're also GMO and pesticide free, which is exciting. Love what it does to the body. For me, I was really unwell when I first, I actually came in through the program. I was really sick. I had an autoimmune disorder. I also had, so I had all sorts of awful symptoms like chronic pain, and I had really bad exhaustion. So I'd fall asleep during the day. Nana naps were normal for me. And I had a lot of other awful symptoms like hair loss and skin rashes and UTIs, and thrush was a constant in my life. I was always at the doctor. I was always on antibiotics. I was always getting sick. I had headaches and gut issues. So I had a lot of things going on that was not supporting me. And honestly, this program has been amazing. Just flooding my body with all these nutrients was enough to support my body to, I have none of those symptoms anymore, which is fantastic. Now, the other cool thing about our fruits, veg, and berries is with every adult order, you get to sponsor a child for free. These are really yummy chews of exactly the same thing, our fruits and veg, but they are just in a chewable form for kids. Because how many of our kids are not always getting sick? How many of our kids are really having issues with any other kind of illness? There are so many sick kids right now, and this is beautiful, because for up to 4 years, your child can get these for free with your order. That is such an amazing thing. Our company has such a huge heart and really want to support families to create better health for our new generations, which is great. Now, the other thing that we have is we have our beautiful plant-based omegas. So everything that Juice Class produces is all plants, nothing else is in it. And this one makes absolute sense. So when you think about it, fish oils are not sustainable, right? We have to actually take the fish oil out of the fish. So why would we destroy a fish just for the oil? It seems silly when the oil is not, omega-3 is not produced naturally in fish. They have to eat the algae to get the omega-3. So we bypass the fish and we go straight to the algae. And then we've also got another 5 plant sources in here as well. This is a blend of 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. So it's not just 3. We grow our algae in a clean environment, so we're not taking the fish food. And these absolutely taste yummy too. They actually taste like orange. They're really yummy. And they're amazing. They've been really amazing to support me in chronic pain and things like that. Okay. Okay, now, then our last thing that we have are our yummy protein powders. So these are really delicious. These are great snacks. And for me, I was not somebody who liked protein powders. I was not someone who liked drinking my food. I want to eat something, put it on a plate and I'll eat it. So these were took me a bit to get my head around these, but honestly, I absolutely love them. They are just full of superfoods, plant extracts, pre and probiotics, and they've also got full of B vitamins, which is great for mood boosting. And of course, everything in it comes from food. It's only food. There is nothing else added, nothing nasty in there, which is great, right? Isn't this awesome to know that if we're giving these to kids, that they are just plain food and much, much healthier option than like a unhealthy hot chocolate that's full of sugar and processed food. So these are great for hot chocolates. The other thing that I love about them too is they're great for traveling. They're really convenient. I'm a big traveler, so I can take these anywhere with me. Just get you guys to mute yourself when you come in. Thank you. And of course, 2 yummy flavors, chocolate and vanilla, which is really awesome. So I'm now going to pass you on to the gorgeous Willow, because this is why we're here, right? We want to spotlight Willow and love to know. I'm just going to find you, honey. I'm just going to spotlight you. I know you're going to feel a bit weird about this, but it's okay. Hi, darling. So I would love to know what it is that you were, how were you when you first started this program and the products, and how are you feeling now going forward?
Okay, so when I first started the products, I was really skeptical. There's a lot of different products out there on the market that claim to be these, miracle capsules. And so, yeah, I was skeptical, but I'd seen so many testimonies and stories of women benefiting from them so much that I really had nothing to lose. And I got to a point where I needed something to help me with my health. And I loved seeing Tanya's posts all the time, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to give this a crack. So, and yeah, so now I mostly did it. I'm a mum of 4 young children, so I mostly did it because I wanted the extra energy everyone was talking about. I wanted the no brain fog, mummy, end of the day, and I wanted to nap halfway through. So yeah, I did it for the extra energy because I have my kids in here. And yeah, so now I wake up, I have lots more energy. I feel a lot happier. By the end of the day, I don't feel so tired. I still have that energy, whereas by bedtime, I'm dealing with bed, bath, all of that with the kids. I'm not so tired anymore. So that's a really good thing for me.
I love that, honey. I know that you were also kind of concerned about your anxiety too when we first started talking, eh?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And I when I first started these products, like I'm still a little bit dealing with it, but because I'm only new into this, but I had really bad postnatal depression after I had my baby, who's now 4 months. And I would just have random outbursts of crying and just hormones all over the place. I couldn't, no amount of different medication the doctors gave me helped me. And now, you know, my crying episodes and my hormones are leveling out. That they're very frequent now. I mean, they're very rare now. So I can, and people say to me, "Wow, what's happened to you? You seem a lot happier. You seem a lot more energized," and that's really cool because getting compliments about my mood swings settling out. Other people noticed before I did, and that's how I picked up that, wow, these are really doing something for my mental health, you know. So that's really cool to see. I can't wait to see the improvement get more and more the longer I take them.
I love that. That's so cool. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I've even noticed the same thing, right? The same thing. It's so cool, honey. I'm so happy for you. I'm just going to remove the spotlight now. Thank you for sharing. And I do love that too, because the other thing that we find with, you know, our product is backed by so much research. I'll just get you to mute if that's okay, Willow.
Yeah.
Hear your beautiful boy in the background. Yeah, well, our company have, you know, we're the most researched product in the world. And one of our actual, one of the things that we've noticed is, and you will find this too, is that there's a huge amount of research on the link between gut health and mental health. There are so many people who are mentally unwell that actually are not getting the right nutrition that their gut needs. And so this proves that when we see beautiful stories like this, and I just remember my daughter who went through major and severe anxiety, and she was cutting and had panic attacks, and she was the same. Within a week of her taking the capsules, and she got the free capsules, her mood improved so much. She was actually coming out of room. She wasn't crying anymore. She was actually dealing with the triggers, and then her triggers lessened over time, which was really amazing too. So I love that story. Thank you so much for sharing that, Willow. So I'm going to just share a little bit about, you know, the business side behind it. So obviously Willow said, right, I'm going to do this because Willow wanted to actually create some extra income. You know, being a busy mum and obviously not being able to work, she wanted to create some income so that she could still be at home with her babies and she could, you know, have an income stream coming in. Don't we all want that as mums, right? So when I first came into this, don't you get me wrong, I was pretty skeptical, just like Willow, but I was actually skeptical not about the product or the program, but about the business, because I had been part of some pretty dodgy businesses back in the 90s. And I was like, God, it's not one of those, is it? So I was a little concerned. And what I was concerned about was I was concerned that I was going to have to go out and hassle all my friends. I'm like, I don't want to do that. Who wants to hassle my friends? I don't want to be that person that doesn't get invited to parties because none of my friends want me to be talking about Juice Plus, right? So the beautiful thing about this was I didn't have to do that. All I did was I shared my journey and people saw what I was doing and they wanted to know what I was doing and they related to my journey. And like Willow, she was watching me and she related to my journey. And so what happens is, you know, I just had people coming to me asking all about this. You know, I love what you're doing. I'd love to know more about this. And what I did was really, I just connected through my customers mostly. So when I think about it, I had my beautiful friend Maxine, who came on. She was a customer. She was loving the products for herself and her family. And then I also had my beautiful friend Loach, who was the same. She came on because she was also a customer and was loving the products and wanted to also create some income from it. And the beauty of this is I just had 2 people. And then they did the same and they had 2 people, and then they did the same and they had 2 people. And then you can kind of grow from there. And so it becomes an organic thing where you're just naturally doing something that you love and you're sharing it with people because you love them and you want to help them as well, which I really love too. So there's no hassling friends, right? Which is really, really cool. And the other thing that I was concerned about was I didn't want to sell anything. I hated selling, and I actually said to my friend who invited me into the product. I said, I don't want to sell anything. Don't make me sell anything. And the interesting thing is I didn't actually ever have to do that. I didn't feel like I was selling anything because, like I said, I was just sharing something that I was loving, and people were coming to me. So to me, it felt very easy, very authentic, and very organic. And the beautiful thing is, yes, we use social media, but you can also do this face to face. So we have a lot of people that also have grown their business through just, connecting with people offline as well. So this works beautifully anyway. And the other thing that we find is this is just so transparent. So we are very transparent around what we are doing. We certainly don't want to cover anything up, and we want to make sure that everybody knows that we have a beautiful program and amazing products that really support us. 80% of our customer base are actually customers and they're actually not in the business. So we have a massive customer base, which is really amazing. Now I'm going to pass you on over to the gorgeous Sheena, who's another beautiful mum of young children, doing this business as well. And she's going to share a little bit around what she loves about this business. Thank you, gorgeous.
Hi guys. So where to start? I'm a mum of 3 girls, aged 12, 8 and 2 years. At the time when this business came into my life, I was at the lowest of the low. Okay, like my life could not get any worse. I was working, I still am working, but the job I was doing at the time, I was supervising, so the hours were pretty heavy. I think it was about 12 and a half hours, and it was a night shift. So my kids would see me an hour before they go to school. I drop them off, and I wouldn't see them when they go to bed. So just around that created a lot of stress for my children that I didn't even notice, okay, because I was always trying to catch up on sleep. The products, I was initially interested in that, but I went through a huge pain point. So my daughter, they had to fight for my attention every day, every week, and this was over a period of 4 years. And it got to the point where my daughter had went to a teacher and said, like, hey, my mom's beating me and my sisters up, which is like, it broke me. It broke my heart. It broke my whole family in half, okay? I remember being shocked, and I don't know if anyone can relate, but you have to go through certain processes, oranga tamariki were called, interviews at the police stations were made. I'm all clear, everything's all good, but the fact that my daughter was like craving my attention that bad because of the job I was doing, made me realize like I need to find another goddamn job, because I want to be at home. So when Juice Plus came into my life, I was just like, yeah, I want this, I have to do this. Okay, so I mean, I've been in the business for just over 6 months now, and I love this. My kids love it. I've been able to drop my initial job, just kind of chuck that to the side because of the income that I get on the business is like amazing. My kids get to see me a lot more. I'm on a day shift job now. I don't earn as much, but the online business opportunity has provided me with more money than what I was getting if I add my incomes together. And one day soon, hopefully next year, the end of next year, I'll be like, see you later, I don't need that job. I'm doing something I love. And my kids are going to have me with them 24/7. As soon as I started this opportunity, I've seen a lot of change in my family at home. My daughter and I were reconnecting. We had to, I'm not going to lie, I did not trust my daughter. I loved her, I did, but I did not trust her. I was scared to be left alone with her. So we reconnected. We built a relationship. Pretty cool to say that we're good friends now. It's taken a long time, but we're there now, and this is all thanks to the business opportunity. The opportunity itself. So I decided last month I want to take my family on a vacation. Now, I don't know how many of you just have the money aside to do that, but Juice Plus, I put some money away. I had my income at the time, put that away too. And I just kind of said to my boss, hey, I want to terminate my contract. And he was like, what's going on? I said, I want to go on holiday with my family. And he was just like, okay, but we're still like working. And I was like, yeah, I don't want to work here anymore. I'm good. I'm gone. So I mean, to be able to just sign that termination and be like, I'm good, I've got money, I've got my family, we're comfortable, and just kind of leave it behind, that felt fucking amazing. Okay, it was so good. And that's what this opportunity can provide you. Literally any kind of freedom, financially, time, you've got it all here. And I love it. And the best part is this job that we love doing, if we're not feeling right, we don't need a book in time to have time off. You know, we can just be like, okay, I need to stand back a little bit, because we're our own boss. We don't need a book in for time off, you know, and wait for it to be approved or not. That's the shit.
Love it. Thank you so much, honey. I know, and Sheena's amazing because she's, I'm just gonna, hang on, I'll just remove the spotlight. Sheena's amazing because she's just kind of smashed through, you know, she's done so well in this business right from the start, and that's because she's had this massive desire that she wants to be at home with her girls, with her, her children. She doesn't actually, she wants to make this her full time. So anything is possible when you have the desire to have a better life with your kids, right? So, you know. And so if you are, you know, you're probably wondering, you know, whether this is for you or not, then that's okay. We just want to thank you so much for being here to support Willow today. I know that she was feeling excited, but also nervous around this. So it's really beautiful that she's had, you know, some friends here to pop on and support her. So if you're wondering, you know, whether you can do this, whether you know, you might be a little bit curious about whether you'd like to be able to do this, please get in touch with Willow. I know that she would absolutely love to talk with you around it, to, you know, tell you her story and support you to get started if that's what you want, or even just send you some information to take a closer look. If not, if you know this is not for you, but you might know someone who this could definitely be for. You might know mums who want to be at home with their children, who like Sheena are out working, or who are like Willow and actually want to have some more income while she is at home with her babies. Whatever it is, you might know someone that this could work for. Please just pass them on to Willow and let them know that she is certainly here to support you. And again, thank you so much for supporting Willow tonight, and have a beautiful evening.